What's going on? This is David Whitney with Alpha Hawk Fitness. All right, guys, I'm always talking about how the most important part of any diet is to make sure you're in a caloric deficit. So I figured I'll make a video on how to set your calories to be in a caloric deficit. All right, like I always say, you want to be 500 calories a day under maintenance. This allows you to lose 1 pound a week. Anything more than that, and you're going to start tapping into muscle for energy. So you definitely don't want that. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people will suggest that, first of all, you need to find your maintenance calories and then subtract 500 from that. I think this is a bad idea because it's going to take you about 2 weeks of tracking your weight to figure out what your maintenance calories actually are. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want to wait 2 weeks to start a new program. Now, on the other hand, some people will say, just take your body weight and multiply it by 10. Now, I think this is a bad idea because different people are in different situations, and that's not going to work for everybody in all situations. It could fluctuate a lot. And I'm going to give you an example. Let's say we got one guy who's 250 pounds who wants to lose 70 pounds to get into shape. Now you have another guy who's 180 pounds who only needs to lose 7 pounds to get to his goal weight. Well, for the 250 pound guy, he's going to be multiplying his body weight times 10 is going to put him at 2,500 calories a day. Now, this might be perfect for him. He might be losing, this might be exactly 500 calories under maintenance for him. That sounds good, 2,500 calories a day. On the other hand, the 180 pound individual is only going to be eating 1,800 calories a day. Now, I'm 184 pounds. If you put me on 1,800 calories a day, I'm going to be losing all types of muscle. I'm going to be feeling like crap in the gym. And I'm going to quit that program you got me on. And I'm not going to answer your phone calls anymore. For real, though, that's way too low. So what I suggest is this. Instead of multiplying your body weight times anything, take your goal body weight and multiply that. And instead of multiplying it by 10, I don't think you should multiply it by 10. You don't want to start off too low. You want to start off losing weight with as many calories as you can. Because like I explained in an earlier video, there's something called energy homeostasis. And this causes our bodies to try to adapt to any situation they're put in. So if you start off only eating 2,000 calories a day, eventually you're going to have to pull out more calories and get down to 1,800 calories and then even lower to like 1,600 calories. So you want to start off as high as you can to make this as easy a process as you can on yourself. So what I suggest is taking your goal body weight and multiplying that by 15. So let's say you're 180 pounds or 240 pounds and your goal is to get down to 170 pounds. What you're going to want to do is take 170 and multiply that by 15. So that's 2,550 calories, I believe. So for this person who wants to get to 170 pounds, they should be eating 2,550 calories a day. Now, here's what you do to figure out if this is exactly where you should be at. If this is your 500 calories a day under maintenance. Track your progress on the scale and with a tape measure every single day. You can get a tape measure for like $1 from like a fabric store. That's what I did. You want to make sure you're measuring yourself at the same spot every day. The best spot is like a ½ inch under your navel. And then you got to make sure you're going across at the same area. If you go under or you go too high, it's going to make a big difference. So make sure you're doing it at the same place every day. And 1 inch is 5 pounds, roughly. And now, as far as the scale goes, weigh yourself every day, but don't get really caught up in what the scale says every day. You're going to just want to average it out. That's why it's good to weigh yourself every day, because it's going to fluctuate a lot depending on how much water you're retaining, how much glycogen stores you used up when you were in the gym the day before, and how much food you still got being digested in your system. Now do this for 2 weeks, measuring your progress every day for 2 weeks. Then after 2 weeks, see what the average is of what you've been losing. Like I said, you want to look for 1 pound a week. Now, if you're the person who's higher up there that's got more weight to lose, you'll probably start off losing more than 1 pound. So that's okay. If you only got 10 pounds to lose and you're losing more than 1 pound a week, add in like 100 calories to what you're getting. So if it's 2,550 calories, if you only got about 10 pounds to lose and you're losing more than 1 pound a week, add in 100 calories. So for the person trying to get to 170, that would be 2,650 calories. If you got a lot of weight to lose and you're losing more than a pound, that's just because you got a lot of fat to burn, so it'll come off easier, it'll come off quicker. If you're losing less than a pound a week, remember, over 2 weeks you're tracking it and it equals out to less than a pound a week, try subtracting 200 calories from what you've been doing. So if it was 2,550 calories, bring it down to 2,350 calories and then track your progress for another week and see where that has you at. All right, well, if I left anything out or you have any questions, comment below. And I also just wanted to say, I really appreciate all the new subscribers and all the comments you guys have been leaving. It's really motivating me and it's really appreciated. And if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. If you like the videos, share them too. Stay tuned for new videos and check out the old ones, see if there's anything you might be interested in. I'm going to be putting together a video on how to set your calories to be in a lean bulk coming up right now. All right, until next time.